Oh, hey guys, did I see you there? I was just in the middle of my morning routine. But since you're already here, I may as well tell you about the thing you came here for. The insane habit that will change your life. And that is meditation is one of the fundamental aspects of a good and fulfilling life. But no one gives a shit. It's the cornerstone of becoming more mindful and present. But you're treated as a fucking monk if you dare do it. It's one of the most important habits for a person to acquire, even more so for a man than a woman. And if you want to learn why meditation is crucial for us as men, how it has become ridiculed in today's society, and how we can meditate to our fullest potential, stick around till the end of the video. And of course, enjoy. For almost all of human history, meditation has been an essential part of our lives, having its roots in fucking India almost 3000 years ago. And since then, people all around the world have adopted this practice, becoming the gateway between our world and the astral one. And while making the script, I almost called it the ancestral one, which basically means hereditary. But I quickly I quickly searched on Google to see what it actually meant. But now, unfortunately, meditation's meaning has slowly faded away, becoming something that most people think is only done by monks. And that is a true story. I was at school a while ago, and I was speaking to my classmates about my morning routine, which already is very fucking complicated. But meditation was there as well. And when I got to saying that I meditate every single morning, one of the, let's say, more rudimentary one of the bunch asked me in the dumbest voice I've ever heard, "Yo, bro, isn't that something that only the monks do with your legs crossed and your hands like this?" And I actually couldn't fucking fathom his question, so I said the most logical thing that came to my mind. Yeah, bro, sure it is. I've been a Buddhist monk for the last 16 years. I'm just undercover. And this is what meditation has been reduced to in recent years. The normal, everyday person doesn't even think of meditation as a thing anymore. They just believe it's something that monks do every day in solitude at the top of a mountain. Although recently, more and more people like Andrew Huberman, Jordan Peterson, David Goggins, Chris Williamson, and many others like them have thankfully begun talking about its benefits and why it is so important to implement this habit into our lives. And somehow, my mom got in front of this whole ass trend and started meditating 3.5 years ago. I never listened to her when she told me about it, but she was the actual goat. But why is it though that meditation is such an important practice? What makes it so good in our lives, especially as men? You see, in a world where our attention spans are becoming shorter and shorter, in a world where we're constantly overstimulated by what we see on social media, on TV, and in porn, meditation comes as an escape. It offers peace and safety for our minds. In my case, I started meditating about 5 months ago or so, and I have meditated almost every day ever since, with a break in between. I don't know for what reason. I think my dumb brain just started fighting back or something like that. And even though I haven't reached a level of meditation in which my mind is fully present, I have a lot to go until I reach it. It still made me a much better person in every sense of the word. Since I started meditating, I've become calmer under pressure. Just to give you an example, I was at a party at the beginning of this month, and me and one of my girlfriends decided to take a breath outside because the party was becoming too overwhelming for us. The music was just killing my ears and I couldn't take it anymore. So we started pacing around the neighborhood. The problem with that was that it wasn't the best neighborhood we have here in Vaslui. Shortly after we exited the party area, some guys started screaming at us from the opposite side of the street. They did that for a while, and at some point, because I wanted to be funny, I guess, turned around and did this. And apparently, my gesture wasn't taken in so well by these boys. So while we were walking back to the pub, they started walking towards us, and they stopped us. Thankfully, the girl I was with made the right decision and went back inside. Honestly, I couldn't even fathom how bad I would have felt if something had happened to her. I was more afraid for her than anything else. And I was left there with 5 or 6 guys in front of me. They started telling me a bunch of shit about how I cursed them or something. And I wasn't even flinching at their sight. I just got up to the same level as them because I was on the street and they were standing on the sidewalk, and told them calmly, "Nah, bro, I was just giving you guys a kiss." Sorry, I'm just so fucking amused by this whole story. And yet again, the motherfuckers continued saying that I cursed at them. Or after a while, they started saying that I was Romeo from Romeo and Juliet. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that was about. And I mean, I wasn't offended by that. But after a while, one of the guys I knew just said to the others, "Come on, guys, leave him alone." And all of them walked away like a pack of defeated dogs. But you see, the point of the story is that I didn't panic at all. And sure, maybe I drank a shot or two before that. But I'm a fucking scaredy cat, and I didn't even flinch in front of 6 other guys. If that right there isn't proof that meditation is an epic habit, I don't know what to tell you. That's why we, as men especially, need to adopt this practice. Let's say I wouldn't have been meditating for 5 months when those guys came to confront me. What do you think would have been the conclusion? I would have got scared as fuck, and they would have beaten the shit out of me because they would have seen they can. There was a study done that I heard of in which the researchers asked muggers who were in prison how they chose their targets. And the number one criteria, more than how rich they looked, more than if they were a woman or a man, more than anything else, was if they looked organized or not, if they looked secure in themselves, calm and unthreatened by what was going on around them. And it's the same with dogs. You know that when you cross paths with a dog, the number one incentive for him to attack you is if he sees that you fear him. Meditating can literally make you safer against muggers and wild dogs on the street. And you're telling me that you can't take out 10 minutes of your time to do it. We, as men, need to be under the control of our emotions 24/7. And this doesn't mean to not feel them, because then we'd just be psychopaths. But you can't let them overtake our minds. That's one of the main differences between men and women. Men make or should make their decisions based on reason, whilst women make theirs based on feelings and emotions. Meditation helps you take back control not only of your feelings and mood swings, but of your life as well. It drags back all the attention span you've lost and you lose because of the things you see every single day around you. It is the opposite of the overstimulation we suffer from in our daily lives. If you want to become a more masculine man, and I know you do, starting to meditate is going to be, in my opinion, the number one thing that will help you on this journey. Stop wasting your life with every minute that goes by. Take a 10-minute break from scrolling on social media and go meditate. Now, you're probably curious about how to actually start meditating, what you should do, and how to become good at it. And I told you in the beginning of the video that I'm gonna talk about it. But before that, I just want to quickly ask you to go down and subscribe to my channel and like the video. I know I don't like this either. I actually hate saying this so fucking much. But I want to grow my channel and I've seen that this actually is a good way to do it. So I would appreciate it a lot if you did that. But now going back to the main subject of the video. How do you start meditating? Well, in order to make it easiest for you to implement this in your life, you will have to create a habit out of it. And I plan on making the next video about creating habits because it would take too much right now, and at the moment I just want to focus on how to meditate better. The first thing you need to get out of your mind is that you don't need to be this monk-like person in order to meditate. It's okay if your mind starts wandering around while you do it, because if it didn't, you don't fucking need it. But if you see that your mind starts thinking again and again of those big feety god girls, you need to grab your attention by the neck and bring it back to the present moment. A thing that I like to do while meditating that helps me keep my focus in the present moment is to tell myself there is neither past nor future, all we have is this ongoing moment. Live in and feel it fully. I've seen that this actually really fucking helps me focus on the here and now. And regarding meditation, I've seen a question pop out often in our conversations, and that is, what should you be focusing on when you meditate? And you can focus either on your breath or on a single thing around you, but you need to be careful to not focus on a thing that makes your mind think of something. Your mind has to basically be blank at all times, having no perception of either past or future. And that's basically everything you need to know to become great at meditating. Obviously I'm not a professional right now, so if I come up with any other tips, I'll make sure to give them to you. But thank you a lot guys for watching this video, I hope you enjoyed it. I'm trying to make my videos better with every single one that I create and I post, but I know that I'm far from being perfect. So if you have any suggestions that you think could help me, please let me know in the comments below. And if you want to see my dumb face again, you can watch this video right here or right here. Depends on where the fuck I want to put it. And until next time, have an amazing day. I almost said gay. And keep growing. Mwah.